Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Now the starting group for the visitors. Falls out there with Williams. Then there's Rudy Fernandez. Then it's Ainge. And it's Petrovic in at the shooting guard. And for the Mavericks, they've got Noah. Nash out there with Nembhard. Then there's Larry Nance. And it's Nowitzki in at the 4 spot. And it's the Mavericks to start out. Nash with it. Passes it to Nembhard. To the paint. Here's Nance. An easy 2 points on the layup. Nance has got the opening field goal of the game for the Mavs.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Here is Fernandez. And that one's good by Petrovic.
And right there is the difficulty in defending Petrovic. He can burn you from deep as well as off the dribble.
There's the pass to Nance. Nowitzki right side. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Nash against Ainge. Driving in. Pass to Fernandez. On the wing, Ainge tries again. And he sinks the layup.
Danny Ainge.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Here's Dallas. It's a 3-point game. Nash against Ainge. Nash the pass to Nowitzki. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's Petrovic. Nembhard covering. Steps back and fires. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
The Mavericks shoot their first free throws of the game.
Andrew Nembhard taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Nembhard. And here is Fernandez. Pass to Williams. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Nance. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And they're running. Stolen by Noah. Williams with the block. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Petrovic. Nembhard covering. And there's the bucket from Petrovic.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Nixon. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Nat. Ainge covering. 11 feet away. Rebound by Williams. The pass to Fernandez. Ainge up top. He's guarded by Nurkic. The shot's good from Ainge.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Nat. Here's Newman. Nurkic trying to get open. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's Williams. Pass to Fall. Williams with the ball. Clock at 6. Another shot. It's good.
Still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Newman. Over Petrovic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Yabusele, he's checked in for Rudy Fernandez. Dallas trails by 9. Inside. And it's denied. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Nixon. Scoreless thus far. Shot clock at 6. Nader can't get it to go.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And hey, we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Here's Ainge. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. They're up by 9. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
So with Nash sitting on the bench, this is the group Don Nelson has on the floor right now. They've got Jameer Nelson. Also, Andrew Nembhard is out there. Larry Nance out there with Nader. And it's Medalicki in at the 4-man position. Now, Nembhard. Nance outside. Here's Nader. To the wing on the left. Here's Nelson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Nader. And it's Nash in for Nelson. Ainge kicks to Burke. Passes it to Ainge. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And the pass to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Dallas trails by 11. Dallas calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
George Niang is checked in for Dallas. Pass to Nembhard. Pass to Nash. Back to Nembhard. This one for 3. Burke grabs the miss. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Burke's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Nance. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
So how about the vision of Joakim Noah? Wastes no time delivering that pass.
Now here's Burke. The rebound by Niang. Dallas trails by 9. Passes to Nembhard. Takes a 3. Drops in the tray. Nembhard's got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Nash against Ainge. Here's Yabusele. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Nembhard, the pass to Niang. A three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Ainge. Puts it up from 17, and he hits the jump shot. He's got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Nembhard. 5 points in the game. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the quickness of Nash's game. Just taking a shot there before the defense has a chance to react.
Doncic passes to Sabonis. Danny Ainge on the wing, defended by Nash. Ainge gets to Yabusele. Buries the long-range jumper. Yabusele's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Dallas calls timeout. So both teams making some changes here. Nelson against Ainge. Ring shot on the way. The rebound by Yabusele. On the wing, Ainge. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Just one of those guys that likes to annoy an energetic scorer who can shoot a high percentage from the field.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Ainge. Both free throws good from Ainge.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Here's Newman. Still without a basket. And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Ainge, the pass to Yabusele. Back to Ainge. Over Nelson. Drops it in from 11 feet. Ainge has got 6 points in the quarter.
What nice work to get the high percentage look, and he doesn't make any mistake with it.
Nelson, right side. Newman, the pass to Nurkic. Nelson with it. Looking to end the run. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. We've reached the end of the first half of play. They lead by 14. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic from Danny Ainge.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's foul. They've got Robert Williams. Petrovic is out there with Ainge, and it's Fall in at the center, filling out the middle. Abusele passes to Williams. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Nash, the pass to Noah, and the layup's good off the glass. Noah's got his first basket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there. And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Nemar, that one off the back iron and out. Here's Petrovic. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
So both teams changing it up here. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Nash. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
You know, he just plays with such tenacity on both ends. Williams is a rising talent who wants to prove he belongs.
It's his first trip to the line.
Robert Williams. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Dallas trails by 18. Here's Nixon. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Right side, Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Just such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
George Niang, he's checked in for Nowitzki. And both free throws good for Williams. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them. Such an unpredictable player. Nash keeps defenses on their toes and just baits them into mistakes.
The Mavericks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he knocks down the first one. And Nash makes both of them. And here is Ainge. He's got 10. The pass to Fernandez. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Ainge. High shot from 10 feet out. Ainge has got 12.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Three-pointer Fernandez. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing. The ability to alter shots on the perimeter, that was beautiful.
Here's Nixon. Ainge covering. Clock at 4. Here's Nash. Fall with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Nixon, the pass to Nash. He gets that one. That's 7 points for Steve Nash.
You really can't let someone with Nash's accuracy get that close. I mean, he won't waste those high percentage looks.
Back to Ainge. Pass to Fall. Shot from the low block. The shot is good off the backboard.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
Here's Nash. Got a piece of it. It's Williams with the drive, and Williams with the stop.
He is a budding prospect. I like whenever Williams shows that determination on offense, and it looks like he wants to just take over.
And so here is Dallas. Here's Nixon. He has yet to score. Here's Nance. Fernandez with the rebound. And they're on the break. Here's Petrovic. They get the rebound. It's deflected. Now Nash. He's got 7. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair.
45.
Delivering the blowout. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Nash sitting on the bench, this is the group John Nelson has on the floor right now. Nelson is out there with Newman. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Nowitzki. And it's Nats in at the 3, the small forward. And he drives in, poked away, stepped on the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. The visitors with the ball. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Here's Yabusele. Nat grabs the miss. Yabusele's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. That's tipped. Pushing it up. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Ainge. Six on the shot clock. Here's Yabusele. Nat grabs the miss. Yabusele's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Newman the pass to Nat. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Andrew Nembhard's checked in for the Mavericks.
That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
Nelson looking around. Stolen by Ainge. And here comes the break. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Second personal foul.
That's great D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and
it
takes it
away,
coast to coast for the finish.
Dallas making a switch here. Nader's checked in. That free throw good from Ainge. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Nelson, no one around him. Out left to the wing. Here's Nat. Here's Nowitzki. And at last, they get one to fall.
That's just great persistence from Nowitzki. Tracks down the offensive board thanks to his outstanding positioning.
Pass to Sanchez. Out to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Now, here is Ainge. Amard covering.
Normally, he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here's Sanchez. Guarded by Nelson. Out to the right wing. Now here's Burke. All sorts of time. And the basket by Sanchez. Sanchez has got his first points of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Doncic with it to the left wing. 1:52 left in the game. The pass to Sanchez. He dishes it to Burke. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Nelson outside. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Shoots over Burke. Nowitzki, no good. Nowitzki's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Takes it inside. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Personal foul.
Boy, there is an artistry and a feel to Luka Doncic's game. This guy is elite with his playmaking.
And that one falls for Burke. Luka Doncic started off his 2024 Doris with a historic scoring performance.
He sure did, Kevin. He was only the 4th player in league history to score over 72 points in a game. It was the shooting performance of a lifetime, and Luka just takes it all in stride. Incredible. Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Here's Nixon. Shot to stop the run. Nader can't get it to go. Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on him. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Nat. Guarded by Doncic. Nat, the pass to Nixon. Fires, high post. The rebound by Queta. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Out to the right wing. Here's Petrovic. It's blocked. Out to the wing. Queta, the pass to Doncic. Here's Queta. Pass to Petrovic. Doncic, bounce pass. Burke. Misses the 3. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.